Hello, everybody. My guest today is Jan Torsu-Andersen. He is the founder of a company called SoMeCentral. SoMeCentral is the first SoMe tool of its kind, and they help companies to work closely together with employees for the purpose of boosting marketing, sales, or employee branding. All right, Jan, are you ready to take us to the top?
Oh, yeah, I am.
Okay, so give me an example of what the company does and what your revenue model is. How do you make money?
Well, it's just based on a regular monthly fee. That's it, basically.
And so how
To be
much
honest,
people pay per month on average?
well, you can have a free version if you want to, but it starts off with $65 a month.
Is that an average though? Is that what the average customer pays?
Yeah, I think around 70% of the customers will be in that area.
Okay, great. And give me an example of one of the customers so we can understand exactly why they pay you and what they get.
Well, um, most of them right now is Danish because we're a Danish company, and it could be any kind of. We have a company that sells office furniture, and they want to promote the things that are happening in the company. When they meet customers that are happy, when they are making special, what do you call it in English? When you actually buy used furniture, and that's a special story in itself. It's all kind of different kind of stories that support their social media appearance as well. And
Okay,
some of them are also using it for employee branding.
great. And Yan, when did you launch the company? What year?
Uh, we launched it last year, but the product actually got live in February this year. So
Okay.
we're fairly new.
And how many customers have you scaled to today?
Right now we are on plus 100 clients. It takes more time than we anticipated,
Okay.
to be honest.
So 100,
It's all
100 companies paying 65 a month. You're doing about 6,500 per month right now in revenue.
yeah, and it's expanding as we speak, more or less.
How much
Uh,
are you growing revenue by each month right now?
I don't want to go into the revenue right now. I think it's just a thing, to be honest. Maybe it's a Danish cultural thing.
Well, just be clear. I only ask because you say you're growing really fast every month. So I'm going to ask you to support statements like that you make.
I'm saying we are growing. We are growing. Things are growing slowly because what we solve is actually a thing that most social media people has been taking as a granted as a what do you call it? It's now I'm struggling with my English, but it's a fact of life that they are missing out on photos and videos, and they have been turning into Canva, where you have stock photos and stuff like that. And we are actually changing that because normally the collection of content has been hard for social media people, and they turned into all the kind of doing it themselves. So we need to change that, and that is actually quite a challenge.
Okay. And
To be
have you
honest,
bootstrapped the company or did you decide to raise capital?
well, we raised some capital right now. We are on 1.32 million Danish kroners, which will be around what 150,000, $200,000.
Okay. And is that equity or is that venture debt or convertible note?
It's actually just from people in my network, not my what you call fools, friends, and family. But these guys are actually not family. They are people that I know from my business life.
Oh, okay. Very good. And okay, so you raised some capital there. And what's the team size today? You and anybody else?
Right now, we have three people, and we have an external coding partner. And it's a Danish company based in Thailand.
Okay, but
So
all the
they
three full time
actually,
are all based in
yes,
or waste where?
where we are around 1 hour drive from Copenhagen, which is the capital of Denmark.
Yep, great. So three people based there close to Denmark. And then walk me through growth. I mean, you just launched the company. There's probably some valuable lessons here. How'd you get your first 100 customers?
We used Facebook. No, sorry, we used LinkedIn. Mainly my personal account. I have plus 15,500 connections, and the most of the clients came from there. Also from, friends telling friends that this is a new product, and we do new stuff actually. So mainly it's from my LinkedIn profile.
Like right you just personally messaged contacts on LinkedIn?
Not exactly, but I'm trying to. Before we have the product, we actually started to promote that we have made something new, which were entirely new to the market, and the clients came from there right now, actually.
Yeah, but Jan, so I want to really dive here on how you use LinkedIn to get your first 100 customers, because that's what my audience is going to learn from. So what specifically did you do on LinkedIn to get your first 100 customers?
Well, I did what everybody else is telling, that start promoting before you have the product. And I started promoting it before I actually got the
what does that mean, though, when you say promoting? What did you specifically do?
I was actually just starting to post what the product actually could do, how they could benefit from it, and simple stuff like that. It wasn't actually that high tech. It's just, how can we solve a problem that most social media managers actually faces in the day-to-day operation.
Okay, so you post some status updates on LinkedIn. It gets some engagement. How do you then convert that engagement into paying customers?
Well, when we got the product, that more or less went by itself, to be honest. We haven't had that much time used on visiting customer by customer, but everybody just went on more or less like a viral thing.
Okay. When I hear that, what I think is you actually don't know how you got the 100 customers. You got lucky and you're not sure how to scale past that.
We are trying to actually do that, because there's a learning lesson in it all the time. And we are actually trying to create less friction on how to onboard the product. We are talking to those people that are actually on the product right now, and we are planning to have some campaigns going on to Facebook. As you can imagine, that we haven't had that much capital, so we are also limited in that way.
Have you spent any money to date on direct paid advertising?
Yeah, but it's not a lot.
How much?
It's less than $5,000.
And where'd you spend it? Which platform?
Mainly on Facebook.
On Facebook. And did it work?
Sort of. We're not that content with it right now.
So how much were you paying on Facebook to get a new customer?
Well, I think a new customer will be around $30.
Okay. Well, I mean, why are you not happy with that? If you get a customer, they pay you $65 per month.
Yeah, but I'm also struggling with a really tight budget here, so I need to actually.
But yeah, your budget doesn't matter. If you start with $30, let's say your budget's $30, and you put it on Facebook, and you get one new customer paying $65 per month. Okay, now you have $65. You put $65 back in, so your budget shouldn't be an issue. You only need $30 if those numbers are true.
Yeah, that's correct. But maybe this is a cultural thing, I don't know. But we also need to make sure that we can pay for the plans which we have for further development and stuff like that. We're just in the really early phase here in developing the company.
But do you understand what I'm saying? If you found a growth channel where you could pay 30, why wouldn't you put more money into that?
Because I also have other expenses to run the company. So we actually, it's sort of growing and learning as we actually expand as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay, makes sense. Any churn? Has anyone started paying you and then stopped?
Sorry?
Has anyone started paying you and then stopped? They left, they quit, they canceled?
Yeah, we had one that actually did that. It was a project where the people who actually were supposed to use the product, they were supposed to visit some of their clients. They never got out. to visit the client, so they actually stopped it.
Okay, interesting. Very good, Jan. Let's wrap up here with the famous five. Number one, what's your favorite business book?
I think it's Blue Ocean Strategy.
Number two, is there a CEO you're following or studying right now?
Right now, I think one of my favorites is Josh Welch from G.
Jack Welch. Number three, how many hours of sleep do you get every night?
Welch. Sorry?
How many hours of, what is your favorite online tool for building your company?
My favorite online tool is most likely LinkedIn, to be honest.
Number four, how many hours of sleep do you get every night?
How many hours I what?
Of sleep do you get every night?
Around 8 hours.
And
I try to do, yeah.
And what's your situation? Married, single? Do you have kids?
I have kids. I'm not married, but I have a fiance.
How many kiddos?
One.
And how old are you?
I'm 53. My daughter's 15.
That's
and
great.
I relocated to my mother's house, so I'm living on a camping bed to make this happening.
I love it. That's hustle.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're 53. What do you wish your 20-year-old self knew?
Oh, that's a hard one. I think it was to be able to listen more to my gut feeling.
Listen more to your gut. There you guys have it. SoMeCentral launched, called a couple years ago, back in 2017. So really actually just about 2 years ago. Now about 100 customers paying $65 per month. So doing $6,500 per month in revenue on $150,000 raised. Again, $30 CAC, really helping social media managers with content and understanding how to do content. Got his first 100 customers from LinkedIn and Facebook. Jan, thank you for taking us to the top.
You're welcome.